macro to get everyone's attention. Now we don't really work with macro influencers. It's the nano influencers that actually really make a difference for us. So definitely that. Tapping into culture allows you to cut through the marketplace in a really, really unique way. So when brands come to the UK, without having like a lifeline or a connection to Black British culture, you can come in quite sound deaf. But if you build alliances, partnerships, relationships with those who are in the market, you can be a part of like some really unique cultural events. You can sponsor some really unique cultural events. So for example, I took a meeting while I was in Atlanta with a brand and basically presented to them a strategy to come to the UK. And a part of it was being a part of our pop-up experiences and showing up at festivals that are equivalent to everyday people here in the US. There are equivalents in the UK that you can be a part of, and you can have your brand show up in those spaces in a really unique way where the everyday Black consumer is going to be. And for an American brand to be in a space like that, you'll actually be quite taken aback and you'll be like, oh, they actually respect our culture as well, because everyone loves African American culture. And so taking on board and being a part of Black British culture, I think is also really, really important. And then, because I'm in product, a lot of it is retail. Like getting in a retailer is really quite important, if nothing else other than validation, because there are so many steps that you need to go through to get your products on the shelf in a UK retailer. If you do the compliancy work, if you tweak your ingredients, if you do the right labeling, if you refine your packaging to fit the UK market, that is a really, really keen way to cut through. I've been in meetings with buyers of retailers, and without even taking on board the feedback that the consumer's given on the product, just by looking at the product, they said no. Like, it looks very American, it doesn't look like it would sit on the shelf in a UK retailer. So I think having that awareness of everything down to packaging is really important, and also having a look at ingredients. There are some key differences as far as consumer preferences. So a lot of the US brands, when they have their US product, it is quite strong smelling, it is quite fragrant, whereas when they come to the UK, they tend to tone it down a little bit, just because it can be quite divisive for the consumer. So consumer preferences for sure, strategic marketing, so working with talent and influencers in a way that cuts through and that allows you to convert as well as raise awareness. And then being a part of the culture over there as well is really, really important, and that's something that can be done through fostering relationships and strategic partnerships with a range of brands. We're a beauty brand. Treasure Trust is a subscription box for hair care, but we've worked with everyone from fitness brands like Gymshark to banks like Barclays. We do a lot of strategic partnerships, and I think doing those cross-regionally as well is also really powerful.
Brilliant.